Welcome to humanity. This is our one.
Whatever it takes, we got to stop. Whatever it takes is what it took.
This is Brock Lesnar, and you're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Hi, this is Sugar Ray Leonard, and you listen to Fight Net Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to listen to Fight Net Radio.
Lee Harvey Oswald, what's your name? How am I supposed to know you?
This is Frank Shamrock. You're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Hi, this is Nia, the Knockout St. John. You're listening to Fight Net Radio, and there's no way I would ever touch Lee.
This is Chuck Jackson.
I am Stephen Bonner, and you're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Dan Henderson, you're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Everybody, welcome to Fight Net Radio, where Lee's burning every bridge there is out there. All right.
Hi, this is Manny Pacquiao. I'll fight anybody on FightNetRadio.com.
Hey, I'm the king of the world! Hold it, you're not that crazy. I'm a bad man! I took up the world!
Ladies and gentlemen, you're currently on hold for the UFC 202 conference call. At this time, we are admitting additional participants and should be underway momentarily. We do thank you for your patience and ask that you please continue to stand by. Gentlemen, you're currently on hold for the UFC 202 conference call. At this time, we are admitting additional participants and should be underway momentarily. We do thank you for your patience and ask that you please continue to stand by. and gentlemen, you're currently on hold for the UFC 202 conference call. At this time, we are admitting additional participants and should be underway momentarily. We do thank you for your patience and ask that you please continue to stand by.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to the UFC 202 conference. Today's program is being recorded. I would now like to hand things over to Dave Scholler. Please go ahead, Dave.
Thank you, Lisa. Happy Friday, everyone. I'm excited to be here for the UFC 202 media conference call, UFC 202 Saturday, August 20th at the new T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's one of the most anticipated rematches of all time as Nate Diaz takes on Conor McGregor. Both gentlemen are on the call today, and with that, Lisa, let's go ahead and get out to questions.
Everyone, if you'd like to ask a question, please press star 1 on your touch-tone telephone. Again, that is star 1 if you have a question. We'll take Jeffrey Harris, 411 Mania MMA.
Good day, everyone. Thank you for joining us. First question for Conor. Conor, I know this fight got pushed back from UFC 200, but has the delay been helpful to you on any level in getting on top of your training and maybe sharpening up anything for this fight?
Well, it was a mess when that all happened, you know, when that 200 fell out, but I got what I had asked for. I wanted time. I wanted time to prepare correct, and that's it. Nate has been doing the run on the shows, and I've been chilling in Cabo on the yacht. So I got what I asked.
And second question, for what your role was going to be in Triple X2, we know Michael Bisping is in the movie now. Was that role originally meant for you, and have you spoken to Bisping and maybe taken partial ownership of that role? It's because of me you have that role and you were so relaxed going off that set to win the UFC title?
Yeah, I mean, I should get a cut. I didn't even get a thank you off Bisping. That was my role, yeah. I met with the guy before the Aldo fight. The director came out, him and his little team came out, and we spoke, and I said, yeah, I'll do the film. And then after the last fight, I rang him up, and I said, listen, I can't go into this film because I don't, it's not something I'm trying to do right now. I need to get that win back. I need to go focus and do what got me here in the first place. So I disengaged from the film altogether. I mean, that was a 7-figure deal that I turned down so I could prepare for this fight. Bisping myself and Bisping are managed by the same people. Bisping scooped up the role, he got it, and that was that. So I just let that go. This is more important to me. I've said it before. I'm not in this for show business. This is the fight business I am in here, and that's all I'm trying to do here. I'm not trying to do none of this other shit.
Our next question is from Damon Martin, Fox Sports.
Question for Conor. Conor, I know that for this camp, you guys have brought in a lot of different training partners, and John Cavanaugh told me you guys have specifically trained for Nate, which is something you've never done before. How much different do you feel going into this rematch, than you did, obviously, the first fight on 10 days' notice, but how much better do you feel for this rematch?
I mean, I feel absolutely amazing. I've prepared phenomenal. I didn't give enough credit to Nate's durability. His experience. He's a very experienced fighter. He's had more UFC fights than I've had fights. Also his height and his range and his reactions. I gave no respect to that. I marched forward, and in fairness, for the first 2 rounds, for the first round and a half, he was a heavy bag with eyeballs. So I was correct in that, but his durability held out. His experience held out for him. So this time, I've been preparing for that. I've been preparing to face a durable, experienced fighter who has the reach, the height, and the length, and that's it. So I feel very confident that we will go in and get this win back and put this man away.
For the last fight, you made the prediction. I believe you said it would be a first-round finish. Obviously, you did have a dominant first round, but then things went the way they did in the second round. What kind of a prediction are you making for this fight? Do you believe it will be a much longer fight?
Yeah, I think I just got into that, just saying I was going to stop the guy in the first round. If I really looked at it, I thought, he has a solid chin. He's durable, very experienced. He has the size and the weight on me. I think that was the wrong thing to go in expecting the first round, and I did go out to KO him in the first round. Nobody can say that. I marched forward and backed him up against the fence and peed off on his head. I did what I said I would do, but respect to him, he stuck it out. He was durable. He was experienced. He weathered the storm. But this time I will be. I'm still going to march forward. I'm still going to press him. I'm still going to bust him. There's just going to be a lot more in my tank. I'm going to be a lot more prepared for a man that can stay in there with me. So. But even still, I struggle to give him past round 3. If I was to make a prediction, which I will right now, I believe I will repay the favor and KO him inside the second round.
And last question, Conor. Obviously you came into the UFC and immediately made your goal to go after the featherweight title. You fought Chad Mendez, you won the title. Obviously, you knocked out Jose Aldo. Both of those are very big moments. But would you say this rematch with Nate is the biggest fight of your career to this point?
Yeah, 100%. They always say, why didn't you go down and defend the belt? And this. Realistically, I should be a 2-weight UFC world champion. If I fought Rafael dos Anjos, if he didn't pussy out of that last one and showed up, the shots I cracked Nate in the first 8 minutes of that round would have KO'd Rafael dos Anjos stiff. That's no question. I would be sitting here right now as a 2-weight world champion, but I don't dwell on that. I'm happy that this happened because it forced me to look at my preparation, look at the route I was going. It forced me to reassess. So I'm happy that this happened. But make no mistake, this one means a hell of a lot to me. This one means more than any amount of gold or money combined. I gave up a hell of a lot of money. I gave up opportunities, Hollywood opportunities for this contest. I didn't want to show up to do. I wanted to restrict media. I wanted to solely focus on this, so that should tell you how much this fight means to me, and I've been preparing accordingly.
Thanks very much, Conor.
Thank you.
Up next is Jack in Carnical of the Boston Herald.
Thanks very much. This question is for Nate. Nate, we have a pretty good idea why Conor wants this fight. Why do you want this fight again?
Because I'm not... Like I said before, I've been fighting everybody in the UFC. I've been fighting forever. So if I'm gonna fight, it's gonna be for a big deal fight, not just a fight. I think that it's time. Like I was ahead of everybody as far as a following in the UFC. I was the biggest draw, I was the biggest everything. In every weight class, and then Conor came around, and then he was the biggest draw. He was getting a big push. Everybody was all about the UFC was Conor McGregor. So if I'm gonna fight somebody, it's gonna be something that's a big deal, not just a funny fight, just a fight. Because I can make just as much money outside of the ring as in the ring. So why am I gonna sit around? So if I'm gonna get a big payday and I'm gonna have a big fight, then I'll fight. If not, then I'm not gonna fuck around no more.
Thanks, Nate. Thank you. Conor, a question for you on the jiu-jitsu side of the game. Can you give us any insight into how you're attacking that? What you thought would be the solution for the outcome of that first fight in terms of the ground?
Yeah, I'm confident in my jiu-jitsu. I don't think. Nate is very skilled on the mat. I don't think the difference between us in that fight was the jiu-jitsu. I think it was the durability, the endurance, the experience. I think that